Hi, today let's talk about the cruise itself that we did to Norway. And I'll give you 10 thoughts, different thoughts from different angles of a Viking cruise. My feeling is you could probably carry this across all the Viking ocean cruises because they're very similar ships. So let's start with the first one, the food. I wasn't impressed. It's okay. I don't need much food, fancy food anyway, and it certainly wasn't fancy to me. They do have seafood, it's expensive. They have steak and meats, it's expensive. What I thought was missing, they're missing the spicy foods like good Mexican food, Indian food. There's zero with all the curries and all. Thai food, lots of spices. It's just not there. But it's good. They're spending some money on you. Don't get me wrong. I just wouldn't rave about the food. So that was one thought. Now two, the staff. Let's talk about the staff for the second idea. They are exceptional. They're wonderful, and there are plenty of them to go around. The ratio is excellent. And they were also very, very polite and kind and accommodative. And actually, of everything I'm going to talk about with Viking, I think the staff overrides it all. They'll make the trip nice. So they get a huge thumbs up for staff. Let's talk about the ship itself and the overall feeling. There's plenty of space. Even it's a full ship, there's plenty of space everywhere. It doesn't feel crowded. There were some times where some rooms were rather full, but not ever completely full. And certainly, we were traveling in cold weather. The pool areas were pretty empty in there, which is kind of fun. You could have your own private, huge area undercover. It was nice. Let's talk about number four, another aspect of cruising, the entertainment on Viking. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna give it a zero. It's horrible. I mean, I'm kind of offended. So many old fogey things. I'm 66. Another YouTuber mentioned that they play things that his parent, he's about my age, his parents would want to listen to, and that's accurate. I mean, oh my gosh. I didn't ever go. I didn't go. You'd have it on the TV. You could replay it. We'd watch it a little bit and then go, this is boring. You'd think they'd play at least some rock and roll or something, but it's much older than that, in my opinion. And never mind their entertainment. They should work on that. Okay, let's go to number five. Um, the ship is kept up nicely, well maintained. And the bathrooms are spotless. You can eat off the toilet seat. I mean, it's very well maintained ship, and it's cheerful and nicely laid out. Number six, I felt like I was in a retirement home. I mean, people on walkers and huffing and puffing and to walk around. I'm 66. I felt like like the child of everybody there. I didn't like that actually. I wanted more vibrance with the passengers. I would have felt more comfortable had it been the opposite, like all younger people, and I'm one of the older ones. But that's definitely not the case on Viking. Number seven, let's talk about their tours. And they're famous, one of the few. There are some other ones, Regency Seven Seas and all, who give you a tour with your fare, one tour in each port. Mixed reviews on that. Now they take you to a church. They seem to always want to take you to the church of the city. Do you need to see all the churches in every single place you go? I mean, if you've seen the Vatican, you've seen Westminster Abbey, if church here or two there. After about the 75th church, what the heck are we doing here? But they're educational, and there's while they're transporting you in the big bus, they're educating you about the city a little bit. Um, is valuable. Well spent time. Amazing tours, no, but worth it. So kind of mixed on that one on the tours. So eight. Let's talk about pricing now. Eight. Is it the best value? No. Is it a bad value? No. It's going to depend. Depend, you know. Uh, you could get good value on a Holland cruise, on a Regency Seven Seas, which is spectacular top to bottom. You could get Celebrity is very exciting, fun. It's going to depend on you. Maybe you have a different one. Some people, they're really going to want a casino. Well, there aren't any on Viking. Some people hate the casinos where you don't have one on Viking. So it's going to depend on your individual preference a little bit. Number nine, the itinerary and the ports and where they can put the boat. I think you're going to give the nod to Viking there. If you like where Viking's going, and you can't quite find a ship that's doing it quite like Viking is, go with Viking. You know, I give them the nod on that because they're a little smaller. They're a little more nimble into where they can um, moor the boat or pull it into port, which port they can go to. There's one aspect, number 10, spas on boats. The salient aspect of a Viking cruise to me was the way I was treated, top to bottom, by the staff. Right under that, I just love their spa, and we could all go in. Their spa is fantastic. They have a huge pool with uh, sort of like jacuzzi bubbles. It's kind of warm, but not as warm as a jacuzzi. Then they have a hot tub next to that. They have this, you stand in this like kind of a shower thing in this bucket of cold water. And you pull the rope and it crashes down on your head. And then you go in the shower. You can make it cold or hot. It's spraying you from the top and the sides and the bottom. And then they have the snow room. You walk in, it's cold. Not freezing cold, but pretty cold. You stay in there anywhere from 2 minutes to 10, 20 minutes, whatever you want. It's not bitter cold, but it's cold in there. There's snow in there with you. And then they have the beds. They're a little bit warm, and they have a water blanket coming down, so you can hear the trickle of water while you're lying in this kind of warm bed, all in the spa area. And then in their restrooms, they've got and they have a steam room in there. And then they have a dry sauna in the restrooms, and they have a cold plunge pool. Now that thing is cold. That takes your breath away first time you go in, or probably every time. But I had to work up to being able to dunk and stay down for a little bit in that cold plunge pool in the locker rooms. And wonderful locker rooms, and they have where they'll dry out. You put it in this machine, it vibrates, it dries out your swim shorts. So the spa, and there's no extra charge to go in the spa. They have a nice gym too, right. They're in the same area as the spa. So I give it a big thumbs up for that. So overall, some mixed reviews here if you think about everything I've said. I didn't, and we didn't choose another Viking cruise right away because there are many other cruise companies that offer great itineraries, and they have a lot to offer also. Other cruise lines do also, as does Viking. Would I go on a Viking cruise again? Yes. I think, like a lot of I'm not that experienced, but a lot of very experienced cruisers have come to realize is they'll pick a cruise based on what they want to do, where they want to go, and when, who's cruising there, what are they offering, and then they'll pick the cruise that happens to be going there at that time for the length of time they want to go, doing what they want to do. Thanks. I hope this helps a little bit. Talk soon. Bye bye now.